What's up? What's up? What's up? It is your girl. I am the mother. I am back. Let's try with another video. And so I am doing a follow up. This is Tuesday. This is October the 26th. Is today 26th, y'all? Today 26th, 25th. Today's 25th. October 25th. And we are definitely coming back to you from the Sunday because we watched my previous video, which watch the previous video, and that way you can say that this is going to be a series of gold through this week. So what is gold doing? We said, hey, gold, we want to go to actually buy up if it allows it to break the area that we are wanting it to break. But it didn't do exactly what we wanted to do, but it definitely came down and it fought back up, but now it's sitting at an area below our trend line. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at gold and see what we got going. Look at gold and see what we got going on. And this is what we need to see. All right, so I got a whole bunch of stuff on my chart. Let's take all of these things off of here. And so I'm going to go back to my daily chart. And I don't know why that this green zone, okay, there, right. We got to take that off. I'm about to say, why is that green zone so big? Okay, so this is what we were looking at. We were thinking it was going to actually complete this pattern, this W, right? That's what we were saying. I was saying this on Sunday, like, hey, this is a W that it's forming, it's coming down 1, 2, and we were thinking it was going to actually go back up. But of course, it did not do that. So it actually came up to that area and it started to pull back and retest. And it retested the area because we know that it's going in a downtrend. So we know the trend is always our friend. So we have to follow the trend. So we know that the buy up was only just to give us that false break, that false pullback, all those things. So now that I have my trend line, I see that my candles are actually coming through that trend line. So I'm knowing that it's going to actually come right back here. Well, I'm not going to say I know that. I'm hoping that it does that, right? So we definitely want to have a point of entry. We want to understand what's going on. This is the trend line. This is the line that I said that, hey, I need to break. This was originally blue, but what I did was change the color so I can see, you have a better idea of what's going on. And so when I went to the 4-hour, remember I drew up my Fibonacci. I was trying to do something. I was trying to think of something. I drew with my Fibonacci, remember? And so this is our 50% zone. That's where the fractal hit. And this was our 38%. So we know that if it came to 30%, came to 50%, that those areas are letting me know that, hey, we got some sale going on. It's going to come to this area. It has to figure out what it wants to do. And we want to continue on down to this sale. So that's exactly what it's doing. It's exactly what it's giving us, right? But I wanted it to complete that pattern. I was like, hey, it is a possibility it's going to go back up, depending on what the dollar is doing, but I would only take the sell if it breaks this particular area. And it's actually doing exactly that. So my predictions is that it definitely will come down because it's breaking below that trend line. And I have to understand that it doesn't matter what I see or what I think, I have to go follow by the analysis that I have marked up. And so today, let's go ahead and let's see what we have in the market. Do we have any news today? Of course we do. So we have some USD news coming at 9 a.m. Let me make sure I am on the right time. Yes, it's 7:52. So it's going to be 9 o'clock Central Standard Time, my time, because I'm on Central Standard Time. And so we have to understand between about 8:30, you'll start to see a shift in movement. And then at 9 o'clock, we have some we got a red folder, orange folder. So that's definitely stay away from, or it can help us out by the time. I'm hoping that gold will do what I needed to do. And maybe it'll come through after the news hit, but definitely before the news hits. So we'll see. We'll see. Let's go ahead. Let's go over to FinViz. Y'all know how we do. We look at FinViz and see what it's doing. What is it calling for? It is definitely calling for a sale. That is the strength of it currently right now. It's giving us a sale where price is currently at. So price is currently at 1642. Price is at 1642. So what we wanted to do is we wanted it to continue. We're at the 23%. So we already know that we don't really too much concerned about the 23%, you guys. So I'm definitely going to understand that this is that area. We're in between a zone. We're in between these two areas. And I'll go ahead and put on my moving averages and I can show you a little bit better. So right now, this is what we are looking at on the, it's breaking through that trend line. So one thing you have to see is that when you have your moving averages like here, you see the trend line that I had. So this trend line, of course, we know that this is from, I'm drawing this all the way from the high to the low. And it broke through that trend line, came back and it tested that trend line. So now it's trying to actually come back down into this original sale. I wanted to do it. Everybody wants it to do it. We're hoping that it does it, right? So we just don't know what it's going to do. So let's look at the DXY, let's look at the dollar. And so this is also so we have to understand, look at the trend line. Look at how your candles are testing the trend line because they are your support and resistance. If you go down to a lower time frame, you see that it's breaking below that trend line, but it's sitting at an area of like consolidation, right? So it gave us this crazy sale, bought back up, came back down, bought back up. So now we're just kind of sitting in an area that we really don't know. But what we want the dollar to do, of course, we want the dollar to go back up and continue to go up. Because right now it's just kind of sitting at an area and we don't really know exactly what it's going to do. But you see a lot of fractals sitting here. So there's a possibility that this is a strong support area, which we can clearly see. We see that that's a strong support area. Look at what's going on to the left. Even though this zone right here, I'm not sure why I have this zone up here. And it could be probably from a previous area that I had marked up, or a previous low, whatever, I'm not sure, maybe even 15-minute. But that low has changed. So I'm not sure why I had that up there. We can change that 15-minute. Right. So we want it to do what it needs to do. We know that overall that it's been in an uptrend, right? And so we can see that it's letting us know, like, hey, I bought up, I'm coming to this area, I came here. Chances are that I'm trying to do what I needed to do. And of course, we have our moving averages on all of our candles. And so even if we do decide to break this down, we know that we have our 200 sitting right here on the 4-hour. Let's go to the 30-minute. Let's go to the 1 hour. We can clear this. Let's go to 15 minutes. So it's a possibility that it can continue to go, but we want the dollar to go back up. Like we wanted to, that's what the dollar does, right? So we wanted to continue to go high. No matter what we got going on, we're going to make money. So now gold is sitting here. This is what gold is doing. I would like for gold to break. So this is what I'm expecting it to do. I want it to actually break this area, because if it does break this area right here, this is where I want it to break. If it breaks this area, then you definitely have opportunity to break this fractal, to go down to this next zone, which is 1632, which is a amazing area to come to. But once I have this depth cross on the 30-minute, we are all right, it's go time. So let me go down to the 5-minute and let's see exactly what gold is doing. And so it's coming right back to this area. There's all the opportunity. So even if we do it, we got to come back to 1638. So if we allow it to come back to 1638, let's see exactly what it's going to do when it hits 1638, because we don't really know what it's going to do when it hits 1638. But it's a possibility that it could definitely continue and continue in that sale. But once it hits 1638, then we have to kind of figure out where are you going next? Like, what's the next move for you? Like, what are you going to actually do for us? So predictions is that gold is where it's sitting at. Let me pull up this article that um, that I was actually reading about. Here we go. This is an amazing article for me. Um, and so this is where we talk about gold. If anybody wants any great information or anything that's really good, Daily Forex is awesome. I like investing.com as well. They have some really good articles, like just talking about just the market, everything that affects everything, just different brokers who you can choose from to trade with. It's amazing. And I really like Forex, Daily Forex, because it gives us a lot of great information. And so it's just talking about what gold is doing, how it can plummet. This is today. They literally put out articles every day, like every pair, what's going on with the Japanese yen, what's going on. This is really, 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 to me. And this is no plug, this is no ad, nobody paying me for nothing. This is literally I think this is one of probably the best articles I have read in a long time, because they really put good information out, and they tell you what's going on in the market. They tell you where we are, what's going on, right? So right now we have gold, and so at that point they're looking at, I'm trying to see, I think what they're saying is going to drop. Um, they actually put in the market and see what they doing. This is on the daily, how it's continuing to go down. I think they're saying that they're waiting for the buy opportunity with gold. Like, this is what they're saying, that they're waiting for the buy opportunity to go. And I think I am too. I am waiting for the buy opportunity with gold too. But right now, for what it's giving us, like I'm saying, like, it's forming this W right here, but it can possibly come right back up to this area. That is what I'm thinking that gold is doing. But right now we are just in this downtrend. And so we have to take what we got, right? We have to just understand that gold is doing what it's doing, and that's just what it's going to be doing. So yeah, this is a great article. I was trying to see if they put anything, 1680. This is a market that has given the bank every time it's gained the 50-day EMA. It started to break down to where that levels. With that being the case, the gold market will still show more of a fade than rally scenario. Okay. All right. So yeah, they're same thing. We want this buy opportunity, but man, look, gold gonna do what it's gonna do. It ain't nothing we can do about it. So we just gotta take it with what we got, with a grain of salt, like they say. Take it with a grain of salt. So yeah, I definitely just wanted to kind of see what gold is going to do, how it's going to rally up, what it's going, like, this is the 5 minutes, so I'm not going to get too concerned about this, but typically we have my 50 and we have our 200, but I'm really considering gold to break below, maybe test this area, and then we got to buy back up, because it has actually come to this daily. It came here, it came right back up. It has come here. So the thing is, we know that when it comes to the daily, we are definitely looking for this buy opportunity. And we know that it's a possibility that it's going to complete this pattern. We just don't know when it's going to do that. So right now, it's currently right here. It's below this trend line. It's doing all the things for the sales. So we just gotta be patient and wait and see what gold is going to do. It is 8:03 my time. In about an hour, we have some news coming out. So let's see what gold is going to do. I have it in my demo to see if it breaks this particular area. If it's going to break this area to continue on that, I will take it from here to there, because I will have all of the things that I need. let's see about the 15 minutes. So yeah, the 15-minute is actually trying to give us a cross on the 15-minute. And my MACD is below my 0. My stochastic is right here in the middle. So I'm not really know exactly what it's going to actually do. And so I use stochastic and sometimes I use my RSI, but with these, I'm willing to see exactly what gold is going to actually do if it's going to continue for this drop. So this is just a follow-up video, and I will post this. And follow me on all my social media outlets, you guys, Facebook, Instagram, all those great things. And so I am definitely going to get out of here. You guys have a great day. Remember, it's not about how you start. It's always about how you finish. And it's your girl, and I'm out.